The Arctic region, a place where the cold bites and the wind howls, is a land of extremes. A land of stark beauty and unforgiving conditions, where the landscape is both breathtaking and treacherous. Here, the Eskimo people have thrived for centuries, adapting to the harsh environment with remarkable resilience and ingenuity. Their culture is deeply intertwined with the harsh environment they call home, shaping their way of life and their traditions. Hospitality is paramount in Eskimo tradition. In a land where survival often depends on mutual support, welcoming others is not just a courtesy, but a necessity. Sharing is not just encouraged, it is a way of life. Meals are communal, and food is distributed with care and consideration for all. This emphasis on sharing takes many forms. Food, shelter, and even tools are readily shared within the community, ensuring that everyone has what they need. Tools and resources are passed from hand to hand, a testament to the cooperative spirit that is essential for survival in such a challenging environment. This generosity is essential for survival in such a challenging environment. Cooperation ensures that everyone's needs are met, and no one is left behind. Resources can be scarce, and cooperation ensures that everyone's needs are met. This communal approach to life fosters a strong sense of unity and interdependence. One aspect of Eskimo culture that has drawn attention from outsiders is the tradition of wife sharing, known as punalu. This practice, while seemingly unusual to those outside the culture, played a significant role in Eskimo society. It was a means of strengthening social bonds and ensuring mutual support among families. It is crucial to approach this topic with sensitivity and respect. Understanding the cultural context is key to appreciating the values and traditions that have sustained the Eskimo people for generations. Cultural practices should not be judged solely through the lens of another culture's values. Instead, they should be understood within the historical and social context in which they arose. Understanding the historical and social context in which they arose is essential. The Eskimo way of life, with its emphasis on community, sharing, and mutual support, offers valuable lessons for us all. Women hold a place of immense importance in Eskimo society. Their roles extend far beyond the confines of their homes, reaching into every aspect of community life. They are not merely caretakers, they are providers, educators, and leaders. Their hands craft the clothing that protects their families from the harsh Arctic climate, and their wisdom guides the younger generations. Their contributions are essential to the well-being and survival of their families and communities. Without their efforts, the intricate social fabric of Eskimo life would unravel. From a young age, girls learn the skills necessary to thrive in the Arctic. They are taught the art of sewing, cooking, and other essential tasks that ensure the continuity of their culture. They assist their mothers in tasks such as sewing warm clothing, preparing food, and caring for younger siblings. These early lessons are crucial for their development and future roles within the community. As they grow older, their responsibilities increase. They take on more complex tasks and become integral members of the community, contributing to its overall success. They become adept at hunting, fishing, and gathering alongside the men. These skills are vital for the community's sustenance and survival, especially during the long, harsh winters. The roles of men and women are intertwined, with each gender's contributions equally valued. This balance ensures that all necessary tasks are completed efficiently and effectively. This interdependence is crucial in a society where survival depends on collaboration and shared responsibility. The unity and cooperation among Eskimo men and women exemplify the strength and resilience of their culture. The Arctic climate presents unique challenges for food preservation. Long, dark winters mean that fresh food is scarce for a significant portion of the year. Eskimo women have developed ingenious methods to preserve their harvests. Drying, smoking, and fermenting are techniques passed down through generations. Meat, fish, berries, and even roots are carefully preserved to ensure sustenance throughout the long winter months. These methods not only prevent spoilage but also enhance the flavors of the food. The knowledge and skills required for successful food preservation are highly regarded within the community. Child rearing is another vital responsibility of Eskimo women. They are tasked with nurturing and educating the next generation, instilling in them the values and traditions of their culture. From infancy, children are taught the importance of respect, sharing, and cooperation. They learn through observation and hands-on experience, accompanying their parents on hunts, fishing expeditions, and gathering trips. Stories, songs, and legends are shared by elders, passing down cultural knowledge and history. Discipline is firm but loving, emphasizing guidance and understanding over punishment. Children are encouraged to be resourceful, resilient, and adaptable, traits essential for survival in the Arctic. While hunting is often associated with men in many cultures, Eskimo women actively participate in this crucial activity. They possess expert knowledge of animal behavior, tracking, and hunting techniques. Women may assist in hunts by setting traps, driving animals towards hunters, or using spears or bows and arrows themselves. Their contributions are vital for securing food for the community. The success of a hunt often depends on the combined efforts of both men and women working together. This collaboration ensures the survival of the group in the challenging Arctic environment. Section 6. Punalu, a complex custom. The practice of punalu, or wife sharing, has been a subject of much curiosity and misunderstanding. This custom, deeply rooted in the traditions of the Eskimo people, has often been misinterpreted by outsiders who lack a comprehensive understanding of its cultural significance. It is essential to approach this aspect of Eskimo culture with sensitivity and a commitment to understanding its historical and social context. The practice of punalu was not merely about the physical act, but was deeply intertwined with the social fabric and communal relationships. Punalu was not a practice engaged in lightly or without careful consideration. It required mutual respect and understanding between the parties involved, and it was often seen as a way to foster trust and cooperation within the community. It was typically enacted as a means of strengthening bonds between families or communities. By sharing such intimate aspects of their lives, families could create stronger alliances and ensure mutual support in times of need. This practice often involved agreements between two men who would temporarily exchange wives. These agreements were not casual, but were formalized through discussions and mutual consent, reflecting the seriousness with which they were undertaken. This exchange was not viewed as a sexual free-for-all, but rather as a formal arrangement with specific social implications. It was a way to solidify relationships and ensure the well-being of the community, highlighting the intricate and respectful nature of Eskimo social customs. Section 7. The shifting landscape. The arrival of European explorers and traders in the Arctic region brought about significant changes to Eskimo society. The introduction of new goods, technologies, and ideas had a profound impact on traditional ways of life. With increased contact came exposure to different belief systems, values, and social structures. Missionaries, seeking to convert the Eskimo people to Christianity, often frowned upon traditional practices like punalu. Government policies and regulations also influenced the evolution of Eskimo culture. The establishment of schools and healthcare facilities introduced new opportunities and challenges. Section 8. Embracing education and new opportunities. As the 20th century progressed, education became increasingly important for Eskimo communities. Schools provided access to literacy, numeracy, and knowledge of the wider world. Young people, particularly women, began to pursue higher education in greater numbers. This access to education opened up new career paths and opportunities outside of traditional roles. Eskimo women entered fields such as healthcare, law, politics, and academia. They became increasingly involved in decision-making processes, advocating for the rights and interests of their communities. Section 9. Balancing tradition and progress. Today, Eskimo women navigate a complex world where tradition and modernity intersect. They strive to preserve their cultural heritage while embracing the opportunities of the 21st century. Many hold on to traditional knowledge and skills, passing them down to younger generations. Language, storytelling, and art forms continue to be important expressions of Eskimo identity. However, Assimilation and cultural change are ongoing processes. Practices like punalu have largely faded away, viewed by many as incompatible with modern sensibilities.